So guys, welcome back to the channel, Easy Crypto here. So today what I'm going to be speaking to you about is a gaming heavy portfolio. So if I was to invest my portfolio purely in the gaming sector, then this is the portfolio what I would make. Now I do believe gaming is going to be up there with AI this bull cycle. Whether or not it will take off as much as the last one, who knows? But all I'm going to say on the matter is that I personally believe that gaming cryptocurrencies will absolutely do phenomenal in this current bull cycle. I do think 2024, the start of 2025 will be absolutely huge for gaming cryptocurrencies, guys. So the first reason I want to discuss is why I believe gaming cryptocurrencies will make millionaires in this current bull cycle, like they did in the previous one, guys. So everyone made a lot of money from gaming, and the reason I think that is because easy to understand. Normies can invest in these projects and know what they actually are, guys. Some of these projects that we talk about on the crypto channels, so our YouTube channels, like influencers talk about, a lot of us, it just goes over our head, guys. And that's going to, a normie coming into this space isn't going to be looking for like some next level layer 2 with all these built different blockchains and built-in things and stuff like that. They're not going to be looking for they're not going to be looking at these analytical details. All they're going to do is look at a game, look at an AI coin. Oh, it does this. It's an AI coin. It does this. Wow, that's cool. You know, that's their belief. You know, that's, to be honest, the majority of normies that invest in cryptocurrency are not going to do massive research, right? They're going to look at a game and think, wow, that's cool. I like the game. I'm going to invest in it. It's easy to understand, guys. Now, this portfolio probably will bring you massive results if you followed it, guys. And I just put this together today to show you what I would personally do this bull cycle if you purely wanted to focus on a gaming heavy portfolio. In my opinion, we should have multiple sectors that we are involved in the gaming industry, not just, in the cryptocurrency industry, not just gaming. Like, I would personally have gaming as one of them, but I would add in AI at least into another, right? So this is what I would do, guys. So the first thing I would do would be invest in a good layer 1 or layer 2, and that is going to be a hefty part of our portfolio, guys. It's going to be a massive part of our portfolio because we need less risky cryptocurrencies to boost up our portfolio. Yes, we're not going to make 100x's on these, but we're going to guarantee returns. So if, for example, if we're investing in Casper, we put 35% in Casper, right? So this is personally what I'd do. So in Casper, I'd put 35%, right? And I'd spread my risk. You could do this as in 70% in Casper, but personally think that's too heavy. I put 35% in Casper, and I'd put another 35% in another higher market cap, well-renowned cryptocurrency. For example, HBAR. You know, I'd even go down to Ethereum. Personally, I wouldn't do that. It's way safer than Casper and HBAR, but I want more returns than this. I haven't got that kind of money on the table that I'm going to make life-changing gains with Ethereum, right? If you do, fair play, invest in Ethereum. It's an easy win. You know what it's going to do. You know, it's at least 5x from these levels, guys. So if you've got the money, it's a safe bet, Bitcoin and Ethereum. But people with a little bit less money have to then start coming down into these coins, guys. This is what I would do. So I would choose a good layer 1 or layer 2 or higher cap altcoin, and I'd invest 35%, right, in 2 coins. So that's 70% of our portfolio done there. That's personally what I do. You can split it down a little bit further if you want even more safety. But for me, managing a portfolio with 20 coins in isn't going to work for me in the bull cycle. I need to be focused, and so do you. You need to be on the ball, taking profits, working out your strategy. You take profit strategy. You can't just be looking at 20 coins during the bull cycle. You're going to go crazy. You won't be able to sleep doing that, trust me. That's personally what I would do, guys. And then moving down there, so the idea behind this is we're working down and we're going to be more risky as we're working down. So now we've got 70% of our portfolio completely done, right? Trust me, it feels nice to have some of these higher cap market cap cryptocurrencies, guys. It feels nice to have these, and also put them in cold storage. Don't leave them on exchange. Put them in cold storage. You know they're there, and you know they're easy to cash out. They've got liquidity, so you're always going to be able to cash out, guys. Some of these lower market cap coins, the liquidity is crap. You'll end up having to pay massive fees in order to sell them, etc., etc. So that's the reason you want an easy win. Look, if you're putting £1,000, you know, for example, say if you put in £1,000 into Casper, you know you're probably going to get £30,000 back. In my opinion, right? That's money there that you know you can do stuff in the real world with. So now we've got those. For example, we're now going to put in 35% to Casper, 35% to HBAR. That's actually personally what I have done, right? Now, coming down, further down, we're going to look at launch pads. Now, in my opinion, in the next few months, IDOs are going to be massive. So getting into projects earlier, the better, right? So we can make brilliant gains from DCA into projects that have already launched, but the better way to do that, in my opinion, obviously, is to look into IDOs, right? So we're going to basically be investing into projects before they've even launched, right? And by doing that, we can make more money, and people are going to see that. And I do believe the next phase of the market will be in these IDOs, and we're already seeing new IDOs being started as well. So my current top pick, obviously, it's renowned, it's Seedify, and I know people shill this, Alex Becker shills this, but it is a brilliant coin. I think it's 350 million market cap or something around those marks at this current time. But let's have a look at it now. Actually, let's go onto the page. So let's type in Seedify into here and see where Seedify is. Seedify fund, here we go. So this is their token, Seedify.fund, guys. Right, so we're slightly wrong. So it's $210 million market cap. It's a big coin, but with this market cap, you are going to reduce your risk as well. So obviously, when we're increasing our risk, obviously, our layer ones and layer twos, we're going to be investing. We've already invested 70% of our assets into that. Okay, guys. So now we're moving down into these IDO coins, guys. Seedify is the best one in my personal opinion. I love the website. People like Alex, we've got the likes of Alex Becker talking about it, yes. But look, it's so easy to use. You can guarantee results from this. You can invest in projects earlier than anyone else. It's so easy to use. I've used it multiple times. It's available on Kucoin and Gate.io, but this is a working product, guys, and you can get into these projects really early. What I would say is obviously take a look at the projects and do your research into them before investing. But like I said, it's a brilliant way of getting into these particular projects, and I do suggest you go and check it out. That's personally what I would do. I'd go and look at these individual projects and see what you'd want to invest in. But personally, Seedify, in my opinion, is a really great shout for our secondary pick, right? That would now bring us up to 80% in our portfolio, guys. Now, more risky. Okay, so we're going to be a little bit more risky now. And obviously, when we're being more risky, our percentage of the money we are going to invest is going to be smaller. So now we've gone from a 10% from our launch pad down to our gaming studio, which is now going to be about a 5%. 5% of what we want to invest in cryptocurrency is going to be in gaming studios. This is purely based on a gaming heavy portfolio, right, guys? Now Gala, we know Gala has had a previous bull cycle. This, in my opinion, puts it slightly safer than newer altcoins. People might have a different opinion on that, right? But in my personal opinion, because Gala has had a previous bull cycle, we know where it's been in the past, guys. and we know what it can do. And because of that, we can also sort of guarantee ourselves some profits, right? So if we have a look at Gala and where it went in the last bull cycle. So we're going to have a look at Gala just quickly. So Gala is only a 5x away from its all-time highs. Personally still think it can do a 20x, right? But this is just to show you, like, Gala has had a previous bull cycle, and with that lends less risk, guys. So a gaming studio, you've got multiple to choose from. Nakamoto is absolutely brilliant, and Miria, obviously I always talk about Miria. Miria is absolutely excellent as well. So out of kind of those three, I would invest in one of those coins as a gaming studio, right? So gaming studios, in my opinion, will be less risky than the rest of than obviously the multi-game projects and the single game projects, right? So I have done videos on all of these before. If you want to check them out, then they are in the description below. And now we're going to move on to our multi-game projects. So actually, before we do that, so guys, I'm just going to take you through Gala's website. I still think that people are actually sleeping on Gala at the moment, because Gala is actually a brilliant gaming platform. So we're going to look at Gala Games. Take a look at Gala Games and how good this is, guys. This is the industry standard that a lot of people, a lot of gaming cryptocurrencies want to adhere to, because it did so well in the previous bull cycle, right, guys? So it is excellent. But personally, now, if we take a look at something like Miria, look at this. Miria just blows it out of the water, in my personal opinion, even just from the appearance, guys. Just from initial appearances, it looks brilliant. And I will be playing some of these games on my channel. So if you sign up, if you just subscribe to my channel, I'll be playing some of these games just to review them, so you guys know what the ins and outs of the games are. 2 million player wallets created, thousands of developers. It's absolutely brilliant. You can actually run a node as well if you wanted to, and I know a couple of people who do that who have been massively profitable from running these nodes. We've got some excellent team members who've worked on great projects in the past, such as EA Sports, Activision, etc, etc. So this is an absolutely brilliant project. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be taking you through a little gaming experience with Miria over the course of the next few days, so that'll be interesting for you guys. Like I said, so in my personal opinion, I'd be investing in Miria 5% of my portfolio, which would now bring us up to 85%, right? Now moving down again, I would still be investing 5% of my portfolio. You could potentially bring this down even more to like 2 to 1% of your portfolio if you wanted to. But I wouldn't go any more than 5% of your portfolio, guys. And it totally depends on your risk, how risk averse you are. But 5% for me, I'm happy with that, because I know for a fact I'm going to make money on these two, right, guys? This is a banker. This 70% here is a banker, right? So now moving on. So after we've gone from the gaming studios, we're moving on to multi-game projects. Multi-game projects, less risky than single game projects, because obviously single game projects can absolutely flop if the game doesn't do well. Obviously this is all based on hype, but realistically, if the game doesn't look good, something's found out about the game, there's some kind of problem with the game, and it could provide us some problems, and the game could basically crash and burn, which would ultimately lead to the coin crashing and burning as well. So Lit Labs, I've gone on about this for so long, but Lit Labs and Plays App, in my opinion, the two best multi-game projects. Lit Labs, Cyber Titans, absolutely excellent project. I've actually recorded some clips that I will put in at the end of the video that of me playing Cyber Titans. It's quite a fun game. I need to go into a bit more detail about it, but I did enjoy playing the game. I'll put some clips up at the end of the video so you guys can see it. They've got another couple of games coming out, but the only one at the minute is Cyber Titan. So would you class that as a single game project or a multi-game project? I don't know, because they've only got one out at the minute. Plays App, on the other hand, I've put this down here as a multi-game project, because it is, but it is also a mobile gaming project, right guys? Plays App, you know, I've spoken about this before. It's got people who've worked for Miniclip, the developers who work for Miniclip, and the CEO as well. I did a video about it the other day, and I would be personally investing in 2 of these multi-game projects. In my opinion, I'd invest in Lit Labs and Plays App. Obviously, there's multiple, way more cryptocurrencies than what I've got down here, but these are my personal favourites. Do your own research, check the team, go play the games even. I mean, you don't have to go to that extent, but I personally do. Play the games, see if they're any good. See what people are saying online, also we'll see what gamers are saying as well. And yeah, go from there, guys. But personally, Lit Labs, really good project in my opinion, and the game is really fun to play as well. So Plays App, like I said before, mobile gaming is absolutely excellent. I'm just going to quickly show you a little article if I can find it. So as you can see here, based on mobile gaming, we've had an absolute massive expansion in mobile gaming compared to PC, Mac, home consoles and handheld consoles. We saw a massive increase, absolutely huge increase, and now we've leveled off 108 billion, guys. So it's huge. It's more than 50% of the market. We saw a massive increase from 30 billion all the way up to 108 billion, guys, which is crazy. And I just want to bring that to your attention. Obviously, we've had a little downfall because over 21 and 22, we've steadied off. We're in line with all the other consoles, so we're not coming down, and we are still massively above every other games console or gaming machine, for example, PC or Mac. So the reason for this, that what they're saying is that the reason for the gaming decline is because of disposable income, as you can see on the graph, has gone up and it's now coming down. So that's what they're saying. The disposable income is and as you can see, it's quite interesting to see as well that actual action games on mobile devices have massively gone up, which is actually really cool to see, because I'm going to bring you a project in a minute which is an action game based on your mobile phone. Well, it's more of like a civilization based strategy game, but it is action as well, and it is based on a mobile game, so that is quite cool. And that is obviously going up 3 genres by revenue: action, party. Obviously strategy's gone down as well, but obviously you got your Candy Crush and all those types of games, which is really interesting. So coming back to the portfolio, look, I'd invest in 2 of these, Lit Labs and Plays App. If you want to have a look at more information, they're on my channel. One here, so here we go. Illuvium, absolutely brilliant project, and Heroes of Marvia. That's the one I wanted to talk to you about today. So Heroes of Marvia, we're going to double click on this and we're going to have a look at Heroes of Marvia, because I do believe it is an absolutely excellent game, and it's seen a massive run at the moment as well. So we'll quickly click on Heroes of Marvia. Heroes of Marvia. Look at this, guys. So over the 7 days, we're down actually 17%, but on the month, we're up 158%. Potentially a good buying opportunity if you haven't already, guys. Obviously, do your own research and check your buy levels if you want to buy this, but it's potentially a really good opportunity to have a look at this. Market cap, actually relatively big now, to be perfectly honest, 222 million. It's a lot bigger than some of the other coins that I've been looking at, such as PlayZat, which is about a $10 million market cap, right guys? So it's slightly less risky because of that. So if we go onto the website, I want to just show you how good this is actually. It's night and day difference looking at some of these other cryptocurrencies, but look, here is Admavia. It looks absolutely brilliant, guys. It looks so cool. I want to show you some of the gameplay as well. So here we go. Here's some of the gameplay. This is a game that I would actually like to play myself. It's more of a civilizations based game, and you can play it on your mobile device, which is you're more inclined to do this. I love civilizations game. It's a kind of a strategy game, but it's also a really interesting game to play as well. So you lead an army of infantry, vehicles and air units, and you probably played Civilizations before. I still play that now. It is absolutely brilliant. And your investors that I am targeting is Animoca brands, and most of the cryptocurrencies that I do invest in that I knew have come out of Animoca brands because they've built such great projects, such as Axie Infinity. So look guys, you couldn't go far wrong if you want to invest in a game in cryptocurrency with Heroes of Marvia, guys. So I'd be investing potentially in one of those coins. Now that would be 100%. All these can be changed, guys, based on your belief on the project. This is just some of the games that I believe in, guys. Now, an unreleased game before I show you some of the footage of me playing Cyber Titans online, is an unreleased game called Gunzilla. Now, Gunzilla is an interesting project. It's actually out at the moment on PlayStation 5. It's on PC, I think, as well, and it's on Xbox. But the crypto token, hasn't been released yet, guys. So it's still under development. Really exciting game. I want to bring you some footage of that actually. Quickly run over here. So Gunzilla, guys. Like I said, it's on PC currently. It looks really promising, really promising game. If we double click on here and go to the website, look guys, so here we are. So it looks a little bit like a kind of Call of Duty first person shooter kind of game. It looks absolutely brilliant. I'm going to check this out myself and probably get some footage of me playing this particular game, but in my opinion it looks brilliant. They've got some really good partnerships as well. They've also got a brilliant team. Some of the team have worked for EA Sports in the past. They've worked on Need for Speed Underground. It looks absolutely fantastic. This project hasn't come out yet as a cryptocurrency project, but they're working on it at the moment. I'm not too sure if you can get an early investment on this. I've no idea, but really cool. It looks way better than anything I've ever seen on as a cryptocurrency project. But so that's really interesting. Really look forward to seeing what they can actually do in the future. It's not out as of yet as a cryptocurrency coin, but I'll give you some more information on it when it does. But this is going to be launched in the course of this next year, which is going to be brilliant. Just wanted to bring you that as something to look at and watch out for. So Gunzilla, please have a look for that when the project comes out. Seems absolutely brilliant. So with that being said, this is what personally I would do. I'd always keep some money on the side as well. So this is 100%, but I'd always keep a good 10% on the side to invest in projects coming up, because in the next few months there'll be a lot more projects that come out, and obviously we want to be primed with our USDT in order to get into those particular projects. So guys, I'm going to end the video though. I'm going to end the video here, and what I'll do is I'll post some footage of me playing Cyber Titans from lit labs, guys. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.